Hey guys, welcome. Let's get pretty in tune, guys.
Hey guys, welcome to Tarot Pretty in Tune, where we stay.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to Pretty in Tune Agency. Today we come to
Hey, welcome, you now the vibes. Welcome to my girl Pretty in Tune channel, where she keeps you up to date with the hottest tea. Download, keep you all tappin' and shit. We stay lit on this channel, so fuck with you and stay updated. She will have you laughing and emotional all at the same damn time. So let's get pretty in tune this motherfucker, you know the vibes. My bish, gon' take it from here, queen in this fish.
Thank you, Kendra. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So it say New York City is a complete ghost town. Truckers refuse any shipment to New York City due to making Trump pay $350 million in a civil fraud case. They all are banding together due to the injustice, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. So right now, truckers is literally banding together. New York City is literally a ghost city, okay? Due to New York City saying that truck cannot do business up in New York for 3 years. His son can't do business for like 2 years. His sons had to pay like $4 million. Truck had to pay 300 and I believe $50 million due to a civil fraud case. And all the truckers are banding together because they feel like this is unjust. And this is just an attack against Trump. Okay? They don't want Trump to make American great again. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So this was a news article. I got a couple of articles that I got here so you guys can review and watch with me. But this is a news clip right here, pretty much breaking down what is going on with Trump.
We begin tonight with some breaking news and the historic ruling in the civil fraud trial against former President Donald Trump. A judge ordered Trump to pay more than $350 million in penalties and barred him from serving as an officer or director of any New York company for 3 years. Today's decision comes months after he was found liable for falsifying business records in order to get better terms on loans and insurance. It is a major victory for New York State Attorney General Letitia James, who first sued the former president back in 2022. Well, tonight, Trump called the ruling, quote, a total sham. CBS's Robert Costa has the details from Lower Manhattan.
Well, thank you very much.
Tonight, a potentially crushing blow to Donald Trump's business empire and bank account. The former president ordered to pay more than $350 million and banned from running a business in New York or applying for loans in the state for 3 years. His 2 sons each fined $4 million and barred from doing business in New York for 2 years, thrusting the leadership of the family company into peril.
being prohibited from doing business in your home state or the state where you have so many properties and so many business activities is an absolutely devastating sanction.
Trump lawyer Alina Habba called the verdict a manifest injustice and said an appeal battle is coming. The former president reacted late today.
It's a very sad day for, in my opinion, the country. A New York State judge just ruled that he's crooked as you could get. And a lot of people expected something like this, but not for the amount.
In his ruling, Judge Arthur Engoron said of Trump and the other defendants, their complete lack of remorse borders on pathological.
This whole thing is very unfair.
On Trump himself, who took the stand 2 times, the judge said his refusal to answer the questions directly, or in some cases at all, severely compromised his credibility. Judge Engoron had already ruled that Trump and his sons and company executives committed years of business fraud, fraudulently inflating their assets to boost the former president's net worth, including his Trump Tower penthouse and Mar-a-Lago, exaggerating its value by as much as 2,300%.
Thank you very much.
Today's penalty caps a 3-month trial in a lawsuit brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James.
The scale and the scope of Donald Trump's fraud is staggering. And so too is his ego and his belief that the rules do not apply to him.
In a separate civil defamation case related to alleged sexual assault, the former president was ordered to pay over $83 million to E. Jean Carroll, and his criminal trial involving hush money payments to Stormy Daniels begins next month.
Former President Trump is planning to appeal, but in the coming weeks, he will be expected to put up the money or secure a bond. And sources close to Trump tell me that process could be a real test of how much cash Trump has on hand and of his net worth. Jerika.
Robert Costa tonight in New York. Thank you.
So that is crucial right there, guys. That is crucial. This is definitely going to hurt Trump for election. Okay? This is major key. Plus, this is his hometown, New York. Okay? And not only that, they literally is breaking a bank. He have to pay $350 million. Okay? And then he have to pay hush money to these accusers that accuse him of doing whatever allegations they accuse him of. So right now they're trying to break the bank up on Trump so Trump would not be able to run for election. And then this general attorney, you know, she got some type of vendetta against Trump when Trump is literally going to make America great again. We know Biden literally have us up in a chokehold right now. This is the reason why these countries, these cities are up in such chaos, up in shambles right now. Okay, I don't get it. They want to, you know, do all this to Trump, but Biden, what he is doing is so unjust. Letting all these criminals come over here. People are getting killed. People are getting robbed. It's theft every day. I mean, that is the most incriminating thing you can do to the citizens. To the citizens, and you getting mad because this man had overly exaggerated so amounts upon his tax racket. I mean, this is politics. I'm pretty sure if you investigate a lot of these politicians, they have done the exact same thing. So why are you blaming Trump? But let's go ahead and get into it, because now the truckers are coming together to now blackball New York City, and they ain't giving them no shipments. Okay? No food, no merch, no nothing. And they said that they will feel it until they do a turnaround of what they doing to Trump. Because they know that this is crucial. This is going to hit Trump hard. Okay? They do not want Trump to run for election. So let's go get some clips of these. I got this off TikTok, and this is just, you know, some truckers that's really saying what's happening. Okay, y'all, come on, let's get pretty in tune.
Hey folks, your old pal Chicago Ray. I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the last hour 15 minutes. And I'm talking to at least 10 drivers going the other way. I'm heading down from South Wisconsin. And they're going to start refusing loads in New York City starting on Monday. All right? I got about 3 drivers that I drive with. They already vibrated the boss and told them they ain't going to New York City. So, I don't know how far across the country this is, or how many truckers are going to start denying loads to going to New York City. But I'll tell you what, you fuck around and find out. Okay? We're tired of you motherfucking leftists fucking with Trump. Okay? You know, motherfuckers are starting to get tired of this shit. And you know, our bosses ain't gonna care if we deny the loads. We'll just go somewhere else. Alright? You know how fucking hard it is to get into New York City with one of these motherfuckers? Man, fuck that. Alright? I'll tell you, I don't wish nothing on nobody, but by what I'm hearing, this is real. This, you know, we'll see. But, you know, leave Trump the fuck alone with the bullshit. Alright? You know you ain't got shit on Trump, so cut the bullshit. He's gonna win this motherfucker on appeal, but it's still, you know, it's bullshit. It's election interference. So, we'll see what happens. I ain't, you know, I hate to say it, man, but motherfucking truckers are for Trump, man. I mean, we're like 95, 96% out here. All Trump. Ain't no motherfuckers for Biden. Alright, man. I'll let you know what else I hear if you know, by the time Monday rolls around, but Chicago Ray, check it in. We'll see you down the road.
Okay, so you heard it. This is Chicago Ray. He's speaking up. He's talking about how all the truckers are gonna literally band together and literally not ship to Trump. Okay, let's also check out some. Let's just see the comments. Let's see what the comments talking about. Could I see the comments? Someone said, what can be done? I hope y'all do something. I love it, brother. Amen. You guys are the only ones standing up. Yeah, I can't read the other ones. I'm gonna have to start screenshotting it. That's what I'm gonna start doing, so I can be able to see it, because it looks so blurry. Okay, so they pretty much is coming together, and it's like they've been standing on it. Literally, no truckers have went into New York today. So they pretty much is standing up on business. But we got another clip that I want you all to see, as well as another trucker talking about what's going on.
So, in order to show the solidarity and unity with Donald Trump, the truckers have agreed to stop taking loads to New York. They told him that he couldn't do business for 3 years. So in unity and solidarity and in support of Donald Trump, the truckers have decided to band together and stop loads going to New York. Do you know what this is finna do to the price of everything in New York? Everything in New York will be multiplied by 10. And if for just one day, like 80-90% of the loads aren't delivered, it's mass chaos in New York. That is pandemonium. Do you know what that means? I think y'all finna get the picture. I told you, get out.
If you're from New York, listen up. You better start going to the grocery stores right now. If you're from New York, if you are not stocked up on food by Monday, you're going to start feeling the pain by the end of that week. New Yorkers, truck drivers are going to stop delivering food to New York. You heard me. They are now entering the battle with Donald J. Trump. They say they will not deliver nothing, not one load to New York City until they leave Donald Trump alone. Until they release Donald Trump from all charges. So get prepared. How y'all feel about this? Do y'all think this is going to be effective? Do you think it's going to create a change? I think it can, in my opinion, I think it might work. I don't know. But how y'all feel about this one? This is a good one.
So, in order to show the solidarity and unity with Donald Trump, the truckers have agreed to stop taking loads to New York.
So trucks is banding together. It's getting real, you guys. They come together and they saying if the residents, the citizens, and the residents of New York do not start getting prepared, starting Monday, stock up upon food. By Friday, they're going to start feeling it because no truckers is coming in through New York. Yeah, this is a powerful stand. This got me feeling like some Rosa Parks, like if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Okay. And we do know that without the truckers, there's no movement. Truckers do have power, okay, because that is how we get inventory, that's how we get products, that's how we get shipment, that's how we get food. Without truckers, it's a standstill, okay, because that's how you get your products to point A to point B to point C. So it's crucial. But I also we also got some clips from John Williams. Okay, he always give you good up-to-date politics, and he go into full-blown details. So I definitely had took these clips from John Williams because he breaks down this situation and content to a T. Okay, let's go ahead and check them out.
Are set to cut off the entire food supply to New York City in 9 hours at midnight tonight. Now, when you look at what's going on right now, it's, the former president was just fined $355 million.
A New York judge ordered Donald Trump and his family to pay more than $350 million in penalties for fraudulently inflating his wealth for financial gain.
I have to pay a fine of $355 million. We will stop it.
And truckers around the nation that stand with that former president thinking that ruling was unfair and unjust are saying, you know what? It happened in New York City, so we're going to really kick mud at New York City. We're not going to deliver food. We're not going to touch that city. And look at this video. I'm going to show it to you. 6 million views. It's exploding right now on X. I mean, this is trending, with more than 13,000 posts mentioning the term. New York, after former president was fined $355 million. New York Post refusing to drive New York City after $355 million fraud ruling. All of these articles, all covering this. Now, look at this video.
Hey folks, your old pal Chicago Ray. I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the last... I'm talking to at least 10 drivers going the other way. I'm heading down from Southern Wisconsin. And they're going to start refusing loads in New York City starting on Monday. All right? I got about 3 drivers that I drive with. They already vibrated the boss and told them they ain't going to New York City. So, I don't know.
This is absolutely shocking. I'm going to show you what's going on in New York, but more importantly, how this is going to be much bigger than New York City. This is coming to major cities all around the world, and this isn't an opinion. Some of the most powerful people are telling us that this is what is likely coming next. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you the facts. Please hit the like button. YouTube will share the content, educate more people about what's really going on. More inflationary world to get funding, maybe for your business, maybe to invest in distressed real estate. You're going to need exceptional credit to get the best loans. So if you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item on your credit report, go to greatcreditfast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, and schedule a free strategy session for tomorrow, for Monday. Take a look at this. So this is 187,000 views. If truckers start denying loads certain regime-controlled cities, it's going to get spicy. 156,000 views. Boycott New York. God bless our truckers. People need to show who their power enough, right? 93,000 views. Now the trucker boycott is exploding. This is just today, and this is this morning. So this will likely pick up throughout the rest of the day. I mean, this trend for Boycott NYC is going off the charts. Now, when you look at this, 235,000, I mean, you're looking at millions and millions and millions of views and people supporting this big action. I personally believe that that this story, I think there's other people behind this. I don't think it's just, truckers standing up. I think that we're looking at, a controlled demolition of food supply chains, of everything that we know that's stable in America. That's what I think is really happening. I think we're walking into something really, really concerning. If you look at, what's happened in the world the last few years, every single week, it's a new breaking story, a new major event, to where people have just become so numb to everything, right? When you look at the organization of all of this, you have to ask yourself, is this something that's actually just going to organically happen, or are we walking into a really, really, really big problem? I personally think we're walking into a big problem. I don't know if this is going to be the big one, but I know that we're...
Sure. Some for the part 2.
One day, 3 days. This from UN. They warn that the climate chaos, food crisis threaten global peace. Empty bellies fuel unrest. Expert warns of dangerous factor that could cause food shortages across the world. Straw that breaks the camel's back. One day ago, U.S. agencies start inquiry on how climate's adding stress to New York farmers. So you're starting to kind of see that this is going to be a really, really big disruption that we're walking into. This is going to be a lot bigger than I think this New York organization, this New York type of protest could be. I mean, that might be a big one. It might be a really big one, but I think we're walking into the real big one. I mean, look at these articles. So, this is shocking. How climate is addressing stress for New York farmers. Researchers at Cornell say that climate has added more stress to being a farmer in New York and exacerbating the issues of higher costs and labor shortages. The report, which details the effect of climate in many industries across the state's economy also found that climate may have a significant adverse impact on one of the state's staples, maple syrup. Key finding is the most severe impacts of climate will be associated with extreme weather like increased precipitation, short-term drought, heat stress, spring freezes. Climate is a major threat to New York State farmers. Farmers show awareness and investing in practices that make their farm businesses more resilient to climate extremes. Enhanced support, financial assistance, and the research are crucial to enhance adaptive capacity across New York. Now, this is fascinating here. It says, experts warn of a dangerous factor that could cause food shortages across the world. Straw that breaks camel's back. Now it says right here, according to the famine early warning systems, El Nino combined with climate is likely to result in a drier and hotter than normal conditions in Southern Africa, Central America, Northern South America into the early months of 2024, which is likely to affect food security in these regions. Now, I personally think this is going to instigate further migration. And I personally believe that a lot of these countries, as they start to step into more food insecurity, they're going to start to bring a lot more people here to America, right? And so if we are changing our food supply chains and changing the way in which we manufacture and produce food, you have to ask yourself, what is this going to look like? Right? What are these changes really going to look like? I personally think that it's going to become inflationary, meaning all the costs are going to continue to get pushed on the consumers. So if we look at what inflation is right now, and we look at what it was just a couple years ago, just amplify this with all these new changes, all these new disruptions. I believe personally, and I could be wrong, that inflation is going to get much, much, much worse over the coming 2, 3, 4 years. Meanwhile, above normal participation in the Horn of Africa and Central Asia in late 2023 and early 2024 could have a similar effect. Down agricultural productivity due to droughts can also affect human migration patterns. For instance, one study found that unusual dry years were associated with 70% migration in Central America to the United States. A drought-induced migration pattern can be found in other regions of the world, in the case study in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. And that's what I believe we're going to be walking into. Of course, drought also impacts the availability of drinking water. Last year, residents in an island, about 310,000 people, off the east coast of Africa, faced a water crisis. One woman told CNN that she had little to no running water in her home for 4 months. So you start to see this. Then, and by the way, all this is within the last 72 hours. Then you had this article come. Food crisis threaten global peace. Empty bellies, fuel, and rust. This came out, this is actually 4 days ago, right? February 14th. Prices are increased, telling a high-level UN meeting that climate disasters imperil food production and empty bellies, fuel, and rest. So what I believe we're walking into is the real big one. The last couple of years, it was, a little bit harder, a little bit more uncertain. Every single month, everything was a little bit more strange. But the next couple of years, what we're walking into is a change in everything. Like everything that we knew that was once normal is going to change. And what I believe is going to happen is the difference between the have-nots and the have-yots are going to get ever greater. And so the next couple of years is going to be extremely important. In my opinion, will be inevitable. Climate and conflict are two drivers of our global food crisis. The Secretary General said, where wars rage, hunger reigns. Whether due to displacement of people, disruption of agriculture, damage to infrastructure, and deliberate policies of denial. Meanwhile, climate is imperiling food production the world over, he said. Gutierrez said the world is teeming with the examples of the devastating relationship between hunger and conflict. In war-torn Gaza, he said, no one has, after more than a decade of war in Syria, he said, 13 million Syrians go to bed hungry every night. And Myanmar prospect of ending hunger have gone into reverse because of conflict and instability. Then, this is a completely different topic. He used the same headline, but what he said, peace and security, saying climate and conflict are the two leading drivers of global food crisis. So, what do I think is going to happen? I think that we could see some disruption in New York, no doubt. about it. I do think we could see it. Are we going to see some major tipping point for New York City? Time will tell. And, in the next 24 to 48 hours, we're going to really be able to see this. But I do believe we're walking into a situation where we're going to see record high food inflation. We're going to see migration at levels in which we've never before seen. Some people are saying, you know what, we're seeing 5,000 people a day come over. That's a lot. I personally think that we're going to see 2-3x that. I think what we're going to start to see in America the next couple of years is going to make America unrecognizable. So I believe we're going to see a lot of entrepreneurs that are looking for second passports, a lot of people that are looking for, take some risk off the table. And those that are really paying close attention in 2024 onward. The world's definitely changed. There's no denying that. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you think we're going to see massive disruption across New York City starting tomorrow? Or do you think that that's just the beginning of what I believe is going to be a whole world of change? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. And if you'd like to fix your credit, to position yourself for funding, maybe to grow and scale a business, to buy a distressed business, to invest in distressed real estate, to buy a vehicle or a work truck, you're going to need exceptional credit to get the best funding possible. So if you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcy.
Okay, guys, so there you hear it. They are all banding together until they do a turnaround for Trump. Okay, they coming together. They coming united. We stand, divided, we fall. It's a movement. Today up in New York, it's a ghost city. Nothing has been coming in there, no trucks or nothing. So we're going to see how long this go on, and just what's fit to happen, because John made a great point, and I totally agree with this. I feel like this is going to be some type of domino effect. Okay, some type of chain reaction. And I truly agree. This truckers with New York is going to ultimately cause chaos due to the whole food chain system. Okay, it's going to disrupt it. And I feel like eventually all cities will start to become impacted by it. But let's see how long this go on. Let's see what's going on. That's why I keep telling you all, stock up, not just New Yorkers. I always feel like New York and LA is the first cities to get in, like something to impact them. And then it's like more so Chicago, Denver, but mainly New York and LA is like first it hit them first, then it's like the domino effect, where eventually then these other cities start feeling the impact of it. So get organized, get stocked up, get up in alignment. And that is what's happening today. I mean, right now, I've been aware, I've been politics. And also check out our 3D chat agent. If you have a website, a blog, or an e-commerce, put your blog, e-commerce, or website up on autopilot and let it do all the work for you and bring more leads to you. Check this out. And if you can resonate with it, the link will be up in the description. Okay. Until next time, good people. Peace and love. Stay pretty and soon. Mwah.
Hey, quick question for you. Do you want to take your website conversions and sales to whole new levels without paying for ads, search engine optimization, or expensive software platforms? If you have tried all the popular methods like pop-ups, overlays, and countdown timers with no results, get ready for 3D Chat Agents, an intelligent smart chat automation technology backed by artificial intelligence. You can now leverage the latest advancements in technology and get access to groundbreaking features like intelligent chat funnels, talking 3D avatars, just like me, text-to-speech, one-click translation, and a whole lot more to drive conversions and results like never before. 3D Chat Agents automatically interacts with your website visitors on complete autopilot to increase sales and conversions. Use this groundbreaking technology to provide customer support, build trust with your buyers, increase average order value, and improve overall customer experience on your site without the need for any virtual agents or staff. Create unlimited smart chat campaigns for your websites, blogs, and e-commerce stores. Automatically book appointments, take orders, collect customer email and phone numbers, offer discounts and coupons to boost your results. Nothing like this is available in the market at any price. Get your very own 3D Chat Agent setup in minutes. Contact us now and ask about our introductory special pricing. We also provide full services installations on your website. Don't miss out on this special deal. Contact us now for a free quote. Thanks for checking this out. Hey, quick question for you. Do you want to take your website